with a kill out of the middle again. Back to last night, even in the losing effort to Indiana. 17 kills on 26 swings.
Most programs cannot get their middles that many attacks, but Mia Taverdi drives hard, jumps high, and gives you a big window to attack. USC trying to utilize her.
Anderson again, after Mullen had created an opportunity from the service line.
If you're USC, you have to identify Taylor Anderson when she's in the front row and put a blocker on her. Those tight balls need to be stopped.
Deckard in now to play as a defensive specialist and receiver for Mullen. Coach Keller going with his ball control lineup. No back row attack. Good read by Anderson. What a pass that time. And Dior Charles doing a really good job touching balls out of the middle for Purdue. And London Weejay with a much needed kill for the Trojans.
Trojans able to score in transition. Messer gets her feet there really fast and then working Heaney on that outside hand.
Weejay now with 4 kills, make it 5 kills on 21 swings. Out of the back row, Weejay, dug by Kane. High flying. Was there a net violation? Pretty close, but Taverdi got away with it. Got away with the play. I'm not saying she got away with a net violation. Otherwise, we'd certainly have a challenge. Must-win set situation for USC. Taverdi again. Ball's still alive. It's soccer season somewhere. Brooklyn Teeler wondered if there would be some lineup changes. Yes, indeed. 6-foot redshirt freshman out of Gainesville. Didn't play last year because of a back injury. USC on a 3-0 run.
Can we talk about the kick dig? I mean, Purdue is just relentless. McAleer played some soccer back in the day.
Bullard got a piece of the block. Coach Shondell is, yeah, we're going to have a challenge. I will defer, Holly. Your thoughts?
Not sure. I need to take another look at it.
Purdue is challenging. There was a touch on the blockers.
I wouldn't bet my house, but I would bet that was really a good swing by number 4. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Woolard very confident when she turned to her coach and said, challenge that ball, there's a touch. And when you're hitting that ball, you see those kind of things.
After review, there was a touch. Purdue will retain their challenge and get the point.
Good call. That's why the challenge system works.
I get it right about 12% of the time, maybe 14.
I would say higher than that.
I know.
I mean, there's a lot of things between us and that ball.
Sienna Foster coming on now to serve as Woolard will go to the sideline just for this, call it half a rotation, if you will, and be right back. Nice pass by Deckard. Taverdi again.
USC working hard, trying to get that pass up to Reese Messer, and look what happens when she does. Big kill out of the middle, and Mia Taverdi, a really nice attack around that double block.
Question for you after this particular play. That ball is well left and out of bounds. For USC, Mia Taverdi led them in kills last night in the loss to Indiana, leading them in kills again tonight. Good, bad, or somewhere in between?
I'll tell you, if a middle can get that many attempts, that's good. They're usually a higher percentage attack. They get more one-on-one opportunities. And if Mia Taverdi's on my team, I set her as much as I possibly can.
Taverdi's hitting .318 so far on the season, and on the night, 9 kills on 17 swings. And speaking of 17 kills just 24 hours ago in the same building in the loss to Indiana. Nice pass by Anderson. USC coaches are saying swing, swing hard.
I mean, good thing that ball was way behind the 3-meter line. Watch where London Weege is when she hits this ball, but she accelerates her arm on it, gets a little pace, gets away from the defense.
Probably a dig that Anderson should have had, but a better swing. And a better block that time by Mullen, along with McGinnis.
When you're aggressive on the offensive end, things start happening defensively too. And you see here, Abigail Mullen come in, help on that block. Nice hand movement over the net for the stop.
Messer back to serve. USC, and credit Purdue, that USC has just not put together strings of points until now.
2 blocks in a row for USC, and Abigail Mullen, number 5 right there, part of both of those blocks.
Bianca Lulich coming on, 6'5" redshirt sophomore out of San Diego, transfer from Miami. Oh. Heaney again, very, very clever and good delivery by Anderson.
Heaney's got the whip of an arm, and she's able to go cross-body and work the outside hand of the blocker really quickly.
Heaney now with 9 kills on 24 swings. 10-8 is the SC advantage. Trubin, perfect pass, and the middle is starting to roll right now for USC.
Serve and pass, so important right here. The pass, just perfect to Reese Messer, running that gap set. Even though there's 2 blockers, McGinnis able to work around.
Teeler back to serve, I think for the first time so far on the night. Pretty tough one, well received by Heaney. Wooler, just too much heat against Messer.
Messer defensively playing right back. Weight was on her heels. She needs to be a little bit more balanced so she can come up with that ball with her platform.
Danny Thomas Nathan on now, splitting that spot with Brooklyn Teeler. Good pass. Boy, the offense starting to roll now. What's been the difference for USC?
Passing and aggressive swinging by USC. That's been the huge difference. And then their defense has picked up. They've been able to slow down Purdue's offense.
McGinnis trying to go flat, missed that ball into the tape. Purdue won the opening set 25-23, and then easily 25-18. It was 16-15, and then Purdue went on a sprint across the finish line. There is Williams. Oh, beautiful serve, but just over the end line. Coach Brad Keller said, I thought that was in.
Deep floater coming down that line. London Weege barely gets out of the way, just long.
I think it was long. Good pass, given the quality of that serve by Woolard. Yeah, no question about the touch. She is an expert at the high flat.
And that's a tool that it takes time to develop. You usually don't have it your freshman year.
And what has given a lot of players the confidence to hit the high flat is the challenge system. Those were a lot of calls that used to be missed.
True.
Dug in the backcourt by Kane. And that ball tipped straight to the floor. Very, very clever play once again by Grace Heaney, the 6'2" redshirt sophomore wearing number 14 in black.
The set goes wide. Grace Heaney's a left-handed player. It goes to her right hand and throws it down right outside the block.
You saw the antenna moving, but I think that ball was in contact with the top of the tape, not the antenna.
Agreed. Unforced error there by Taverdi, but credit Purdue because they're putting 2 blockers in front of her, knowing that USC wants to get her the ball often.
Purdue hitting 272 on the night to the 178 for USC. Short serve again. Weege blocked by Heaney.
This is a tough rotation for USC. Reese Messer's front row. They're putting a double block on Taverdi, and Grace Heaney's doing a fantastic job on this right side blocking. She's been huge at the net.
And Holly, all littles deployed across the back row for USC, so no back row attack. Wonderful response by Weejay.
That was a rotation USC got stuck in prior, and they used that double sub earlier in the second set.
Teeler is back on. Weejay will serve. Tied at 14 here in the third. Must win for USC to keep this match alive. Heaney on the combination. Well designed. Very nicely done.
And that's not a play you normally see. The lefty coming into the middle of the court. One blocker on her, and she's able to really work around it. Watch Heaney get to this ball. One block in front. Kill for Purdue.
Looking to sweep aside the USC Trojans, and this is just the second time ever USC has played Purdue. The only other meeting was in September 15th, 2006. I think I called that one too, Holly. Probably, likely.
Well, I remember.
There is Lindsay Shondell, daughter of head coach Dave Shondell. His niece is on the current squad.
I'm looking at some of those USC names. Jessica Geisen, Acha Couture. We've been around a while.
So, yes, there is Coach Shondell's niece. That is Allie. That's a smart tip to recycle and give yourself a chance. Good read by McAleer. Oh, what a dig. Deckert with a fantastic defensive play. Not twice. Really good playing and togetherness and cohesion for Purdue.
Anderson so fast to both pins, and that's hard to stop a lefty. Watch Grace Heaney come inside. She's got that cut back down the line, but that time opts for the angle.
Taylor Anderson averaging 10.6 assists per set, wearing number 5 in black for Purdue. Number 1 in the Big Ten so far is Charlie Furbringer, someone you know very, very well, a local product starring for Wisconsin. Gala Trubant on to serve. Purdue coming off the reverse sweep on Thursday night at UCLA. Fought off 4 match points. Very poor set in transition. Got to keep that ball off the net. And blocked by Purdue. Anderson along with Charles.
USC missed opportunity on a tight transition set. They get another opportunity, but Akasha Anderson, the left side blocker, steps way in for the block.
10 blocks now for Purdue. That was an area, and you talked about it before for Surf Holly, that USC, not to dominate, these are two very good teams, but to have an advantage, and it is just the other way around. Players going for it and flying around for USC, but a smart shot by Cash Anderson, the transfer from Michigan State. Timeout is called by USC. 18-15.
It's going to that left side, but right in the middle of the court, Akasha Anderson finds it. Purdue up 18-15 in this must-win set for USC.
This event header in the Big Ten Discover Volleyball Challenge. First, the top 20 showdown between Wisconsin and Penn State. Then top-ranked Nebraska. Boy, are they impressive. Faces Washington. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Back with my partner, Holly McPhee. Paul Sunderland with you. There are the Discover Volleyball Challenge matches this week. Again, in the Discover Volleyball Challenge. All of the matches that take place during the week, and all 18 conference schools will participate. Wisconsin over Illinois, Rutgers over Maryland. That's a nice win. And of course, the reverse sweep on Thursday for Purdue against UCLA. That ball missed out of bounds. Everything there but a piece of the line.
This is the rotation where USC struggles. They've got 2 hitters only in the front row, and they're putting a double block on the slide attack and leaving one, usually Heaney, on that outside pin.
Messer will go up and get that beautiful set and attack by McGinnis.
Reese Messer, I like a freshman setter who's so comfortable running the middles, especially when she's got middles like McGinnis and Taverdi and Ford.
And Messer's had an outstanding start to her collegiate career. I mentioned Anderson's got numbers. She's just a little bit behind. Oh, what a rip. Cash Anderson cashing that check.
Akasha Anderson gets on this ball. Abigail Mullen, number 5, is the right side blocker, and she leaves it inside. There's a sliver to go down that line. That's where Reese Messer's supposed to dig. Just caught her high.
Good pass by Trubin. Anderson again. And that off the block and out of bounds. I'm so glad you said it. Her name is Akasha, but her nickname is Cash.
Yes.
So you have to be a little bit careful going down that road. Timeout called by USC. Purdue, an 11-2 run in the second set, an 11-3 run in the third. As they recap the entire day of football around the Big Ten Conference. Coming up next on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. And a headline here, the UCLA Bruins, with an interim head coach at 0-4, beat number 7 Penn State 42-37. It's the first time that an 0-4 team has beaten a top 10 team since 1985. Bruin football fans needed some good news, and they got some this afternoon on a beautiful day at the Rose Bowl. Not for the visiting Nittany Lions. Here is Heaney having another very good match. Messer taken out of the play. Smart shot by Anderson. What a dig. Woolard with a spectacular dig, and McAleer bending like a pretzel, but still couldn't get the ball off the floor. Yeah, if I did that, you not have to. Don't even call 911.
Everything would break.
Just no.
Take him away.
Just call the mortician. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I can't do that. The limbo. There is Teeler. USC. Oh, good serve, but handled by Woolard. And that ball missed out of bounds. Big heat by Cash Anderson.
Cash taking some big rips tonight for Purdue. Just misses it wide, but I like that aggressive mindset.
Anderson with 10 kills now on 17 swings. Woolard leading the way, followed closely by Heaney. Overpass. Good work from the service line by Brooklyn Teeler.
Brooklyn Teeler puts a lot of pace behind her serve, and that's what's disruptive off the platform of the passer. Gets away from McAleer, setting up the kill for USC's London Weejay.
Timeout called by Dave Shondell, winningest coach in the history of Purdue volleyball, now in his 23rd season, two-time Big Ten Coach of the Year, and he knew he was going to call a timeout, and he did to stop this run. Upcoming schedule for the USC Trojans. Two former rivals from the Pac-12 coming up, Oregon and UCLA, and then at Iowa, at Wisconsin, number 7 Wisconsin, and then Maryland as well. That match between USC and UCLA is over on NBC. And Purdue's upcoming schedule, boy, a nice trip to Los Angeles. Then they have a quick turnaround. They'll have Monday off after a late flight tonight, and then to Lincoln, at Indiana. Mark that one down. Remind me, please. That's at Bainbridge Arena in Indianapolis, if you will. Going to get a big crowd for that. Then at Rutgers, and then trying to get some revenge at Champaign-Urbana, Illinois. Took out Purdue at Mackey Arena right before they came out to Los Angeles. That was 3-1. Illinois is much better than they have been the last 4 or 5 years. We've already seen Indiana is much better, and Michigan State is also much improved.
Michigan as well.
Yeah, Michigan. I know Minnesota, unfortunately, has been hit by the injury bug, but that's a good win for Michigan.
True.
Coming out of the timeout, Brooklyn Teeler out of Gainesville, Florida. Missed all of last year with a back injury. 21-19. Good serve. How good is that? Wow, they called that out. That looked like it was super close. I thought that was in. Brad Keller said, I'd like a challenge, and the second referee said, of course, absolutely, and here we're going to find out.
SC is challenging that the ball was hit inbounds.
That was a vicious
It
serve.
was a missile, a scud. McAleer was just trying to get out of the way. It might have dropped and hit the back line.
Well, I think that ball's out, Holly.
Ooh, there's
I'll
a
defer.
little black in
Yeah,
between.
I think that ball's out. Of course, unlike in tennis or baseball, you will, the volleyball compresses.
After review, the call is confirmed the ball was out. SC will lose a challenge.
How about well left? I think it was out of desperation for McAleer to leave that ball alone. She couldn't get in front of it. She was working to get her platform out there,
Yes,
Holly.
she was. She was fighting for it.
Fighting for it.
Fighting to get out of the way.
Yeah. Purdue 3 points away from a sweep in Los Angeles. Heaney has really defended her position well. Missed down the line by Woolard.
Grace Heaney, both front row and back row defensively for Purdue, has really defended her position well.
McGinnis. McAleer, no trouble with that. Right back to Woolard and just off the block and out of bounds. Taverdi was there. Fortunate bounce. And Brad Keller said that was close enough to deserve a challenge. A lot of challenges on line calls
SC
tonight.
is challenging that the ball was
That
in.
ball's well out.
At this point, if you're Brad Keller, yes, it's an opportunity to challenge, but it's also an opportunity to slow momentum and talk to your team.
He's out of timeouts.
He's out of timeouts, and this is a must-win set, or they're done.
And if you're just joining us, what a miraculous comeback, and all credit to Purdue, what they did Thursday
After
night
review,
at
the
Pauley
ball was
Pavilion.
out. The call is confirmed. SC loses a challenge.
So there's the loss of the challenge, but 4 match points UCLA had in that third set, and Dave Shondell said that it was incredibly meaningful to him to be the first time ever playing in Pauley Pavilion and then pulling that one off. Rachel Williams will come on and serve. Bianca Lulich done a nice job coming in for Purdue. Got her hands on some balls, got some slowdowns. Perfect pass. And Abigail Mullen wants a touch and got it. Yep, right away. Woolard said, yep, pinky touch.
I don't think Abigail Mullen made great hand contact on that ball, so lucky to get a piece of the block there.
Mullen is USC's best server. McAleer stepping up to the challenge. Give the point to Ryan McAleer, the libero.
Best server versus best passer. If that serve goes anywhere else, I know she's gotten a couple aces off McAleer, but perfect pass there to get to match point.
Anderson for Purdue. Boilermakers looking to close out a very dramatic and successful week. And there it is. Why not Woolard on the match point stuff? Purdue wins 3-2, a reverse sweep at UCLA on Thursday night, and then come out and take down the Trojans 25-23, 25-18, and 25-21. Outstanding job blocking, 11 stuff blocks. Woolard and Heaney were fantastic in all phases of the game. Kenna Woolard closing it out. There is match point once again. Purdue improves to 12-2, 3-1 in conference. We'll step aside and have some special guests right after this.